Dear students, today we discuss the equation of motion of a vibrating string. Here we have to consider a string PQ and it is stretched by tension T. And if the string is plucked, it is plucked at the center and left free. Then what happens? String starts to vibrate and its motion is nothing but the transverse motion. Transverse waves are formed. The nature of vibrations is simple harmonic. The force tending to bring the string to equilibrium position is nothing but the component of tension at right angle to PQ. See, for example, this is a transverse wave, you know well. Wavelength, the SR distance, this is said to be amplitude. There are various points on this wave like A and B. Here A and B, 2 points I have taken very close to each other, and distance between them is a very small distance. We consider dx. P and Q are any 2 points on the wave or on the string. Such a PQ string is stretched under tension T. Then you have to observe this figure carefully. What is in it? Here we have considered that instead of entire this length PQ, a small part of PQ, which a segment AB is to be considered here. A and B are very close to each other. In this figure you see how they are very close to each other. I mean their distance, here we say it is a dx and it is also what? Small. Position of A and position of B, they are very closely posed with a difference in the position is what? Dx. Got it? Now such a PQ string is stretched and fixed or plucked at the center, and whenever it is left free, then it starts what? Starts to vibrate transversely, and each particle of the medium or of the string perform SHM. Here small this distance segment AB is shown by magnifying in this figure. To understand the concept at A and concept at B, what is tension at B, what is tension at A, I have drawn just a big figure for you. But remember, A and B are very close, very small distance is there between them, and suppose it is what? dx. Now you see, whenever it is plucked up, this entire PQ, then what happens? There exists a tension in the string. Here BA point is first and B1 is what? Second. Whenever force is, tension is applied, then here upward tension is T and here downward tension is what? T at A. But this T tension is exactly not downward direction. It is inclined to the x-axis at this point. And suppose the tangent at A drawn in this figure makes an angle theta with x-axis. Got it? Carefully you observe this figure. Here theta is nothing but angle formed by tangent at A with x-axis. At the same time, if tangent is drawn at point B here, you are getting it, B here, then this tangent makes smaller angle of inclination with x-axis. As you know, B is very far, A is what, just near to x-axis. So here angle theta minus delta theta formed at with x-axis, and here theta is there. Surely this one is smaller and then this. I mean theta minus delta t is the angle made by what? Tangent at B to this loop PQ, and theta is the angle made by tangent at A with x-axis. So this tension at T, this tension T at A is inclined to the x-axis. This tension T acts in downward direction. So we resolve this tension T in downward direction into components. It gets dissolved into two components. Here figure is shown. Suppose this angle is here and this angle, now carefully observe. This line is what? Tangent at A, and there is a tension in this direction, in downward direction. So here if we draw a figure like this, then you will get here 90 degree, and this becomes what? Hypotenuse. And if we draw here perpendicular like this, from this to this is 90 degree, and this is opposite sign. You know trigonometric relation, tan theta is nothing but what? Opposite upon hypotenuse. Likewise, here cos means adjacent to the hypotenuse, sin means opposite to hypotenuse. So in this case, this horizontal component of T acting in downward direction is nothing but T cos theta, and this side is opposite to 90 degree. Here we have to imagine here. That's why this vertical component of tension T is nothing but T sin theta. So you remember from these two figures, it is clear from this figure that tension at A, I mean downward tension at A, is resolved into two components, T cos theta and T sin theta. You know, whenever such a line is drawn here at A, and this is already x-axis, this angle theta we have considered. This angle is also what? Theta, because these are parallel to each other. Alternate angles are formed here, and these alternate angles are what? Equal in magnitude. So that we say this horizontal component of this and downward tension T is T cos theta, and vertical component of tension T, that is T sin theta. Now let us turn towards the next point. What? Theta is slightly greater than theta minus delta theta, as B is away from the mean position compared to the position of point A, as shown in figure. But we have considered that distance between these 2 points A and B is very small. So we consider that a small segment of length AB is nothing but small segment. The tangents at A and B makes the angles with x-axis theta and delta theta, theta minus delta theta respectively. Already we have seen in this figure. Once more you see this figure. What is shown? This theta, and this is what? Theta minus delta theta. These two angles are formed by the tangents at A and B with x-axis respectively. Right? Then here vertical component T sin theta we have seen. But you know, theta is also very, very small, because A and B are very small. If theta is very small, then what happens? The tension at A is resolved into two rectangular components as shown in this figure. We have already seen this and this. These are the two components. If we draw such a segment like this, and such as, you will get what? A rectangle. So that we say that this tension T is resolved into two rectangular components like this, T cos theta and T sin theta. Now let us turn towards the further part. The tension at point A acting downward, equilibrium position, into horizontal and vertical components. The downward vertical component is by trigonometric ratios, already we have seen, T sin theta, and the downward component of tension at A is T sin theta. But theta is what? Theta is the angle made with x-axis and it is very small. So that what we can write? As theta is very small, so we shall write what? Important concept is what? You are familiar with the terms of trigonometric ratios. Whenever this theta is small, then T sin theta and T tan theta both are equal. So that it is written T sin theta is equal to T tan theta. The downward component of tension at A is nothing but, instead of T sin theta, let's write T tan theta. But we know at point A, tan theta is nothing but dy by dx. What is dy by dx? It is the slope at position A or at point A. That's why instead of this tan theta, what we write? Dy by dx. It means the downward component of tension at A is nothing but T sin theta. It is equal to T tan theta, and tan theta is nothing but dy by dx. We have shown here. That's why we say T downward component of tension at A is nothing but T sin theta is equal to T tan theta is equal to T into dy by dx. Here you remember, let this equation is equation number 1. What is dy by dx? Slope at A. You are getting it? Theta is what? Angle made by the tangent at A with x-axis. What is B? A and B are 2 points of a wave very close to each other, and their position differences we have considered what? Dx. This is shown. So downward component of tension at A is equal to 2 T into dy by dx. Suppose this is 1. In the same way, we have to discuss what? The tension at tension at B. I mean, this is the upward tension at B. B is pulled up. Upward tension at the B, we have to again resolve into two components, horizontal components. And what about its horizontal component of tension T at B and vertical component of tension at B? Now you see here, if you imagine, or if we see like this, here instead of A it is B there, then upward tension and horizontal tension T is resolved. So horizontal is nothing but what? And upward is nothing but what? At B, the angle is made what? With x-axis is what? Theta minus delta theta. So we say that vertical component and horizontal component at B is with respect to this theta minus delta theta. So from this figure you imagine and carefully you observe then we will come to know that